Hey there, kiddos, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Uncle Frank, and we are with Amaby, which means it is time to crack open some sealed product. This time, we're taking a look at the CRITTAS card game, an in-development TCG, which is going to be having its Kickstarter launch later this year in October. And one of the team members reached out and asked if I would like to crack some of this open. So what is CRITTAS? CRITTAS are the animals, microbes, and flora that we live by every day and have lived by since humanity's inception, all bundled together in a different light. Every critter boasts the name of our world's counterpart creatures as they live in a world semi-parallel. Some critters look more like their counterparts than others, and there seems to be evidence of some fictitious energies in this new world. Despite this, through CRITTAS, we can grow a better understanding, loud motorcycle, of all life forms that surround us daily. CRITTAS can raise awareness. So, before we begin, I was sent a few of these to rip open. I'm going to do, I think, 2 today, and then maybe more in a follow-up video, just to see what I think about it overall. I was informed before these arrived that this is very much an in-development product. This is not the final look that the cards are going to have. But you guys know me, I am nothing if not a hungry beast for cracking open sealed product of any card game and taking a look inside. So, here we go. It's time for nature to reclaim its throne. That is an amazing tagline on the back of the pack. Honestly, I hope in the final product, I hope that it keeps that. Because that is I hope that we can make that the thumbnail somehow. Because that is a badass fucking tagline, all things considered. We got the pack info, demo game rules, how to win. Player wins the game when they defeat all critters in an opponent's zones. Remember, you can only replace critters. You cannot summon a critter into an empty zone from your hand. Okay. And we got some odds there. Cool stuff. Let's dive right on in with this demo pack, which does not want to be opened. Oof, that is some thick plastic. But it's fine. I have robust hands. And no card pack yet has managed to keep me out of its juicy cardboard contents. But I will say that these are quite thick. And there we go. There is the card back, which definitely reminds me of a certain magical card game. Although it's kind of subtle, but there's this like blue and purple outline around it. But enough about admiring the back. Let's take a look at the front and see what we're actually dealing with the reveal. Hercules beetle for 1. A hummingbird for 2. Oh, that's adorable. And number 3, our foil, the wolf. Excellent. So, first impressions, and nobody's going to like to hear this, but I will say it outright, front, etc. This does remind me just a bit of MetaZoo, especially with the overall art direction. Now, I want to be clear. I don't think MetaZoo's overall look is a bad thing. It was definitely popular for a reason for a bit, but it definitely has its own negative connotation. I just wanted to get that right out of the way before we start, but there is a lot going on with this card here. And I was told, like I said, this is very much in design. This is not the final look that the cards will have. Apparently the text is going to be enlarged, and that's a good thing because I'm having a hard time reading that. When engaging an opponent's leave critter, increase damage by 1 and decrease opponent's damage by 1 until the end of the attack. By 2 if it's grown. Well, all right. And I can't read that top. That's too small for me. I can't read that either. But overall, you know what? It's not terrible cardstock. I've experienced some awful cardstock before with newer games, but this one's pretty good. The foiling looks... Well, it's not really a foil. It's a foil card border. And the symbols down here, which I'm guessing are its... Oh, hang on. There's words down there. Hang on. Does that... Damage, stamina, and agility. Okay, so for this version of the card, the foil version, those are definitely fitted. So there's my first actual negative feedback for the foil version. Oh, knock the camera. For the foil version of the card, you cannot read the stats down here. So that's something to keep in mind. So let's keep that to the side. Hercules beetle, hummingbird. That hummingbird looks fucking adorable. You guys know me, I'm a sucker for cute shit. Into the next pack. Let's see what we can find. With some effort. Hang on. Well, this... They do indeed have a pull tab. I'm an idiot. You guys have to understand, your uncle is many things, but a genius is not one of them. And with that, we have... What the hell is that? H. pylori... Is that a virus? Hang on. Bacteria, harmful microbe, ungrown. This game is just straight up giving you diseases. All right. So, number 1, orchid, a plant. All right, I can work with that. And hang on, I used to love dinosaurs when I was a kid. Parasaurolophus is what I hope that this thing says. Oh, it's got a little Jurassic Park symbol. That's great. And this has the prehistoric ungrown when engaging an opponent's meat CRITTAS. I'm assuming that's what it is. Increase damage by 1 and decrease opponent's damage by 1 until the end of the attack. All right, cool. We have multiple versions of the same effect. But I realized that this one's not foil, but it also has the same unreadable card text there. So maybe it's not the foiling that matters. It's the background of the card, the card background. All right, something to keep in mind. And then final pack for this. Oh, hang on. Derp. Look, I got there eventually, all right? You can't say anything about my intelligence this time. Final pack. Let's take a... It's a sperm whale, and he looks freaking adorable. That's great. And a T-Rex, also looking kind of adorable with his big old teeth. And the non-foil. Okay, so cards have foil and non-foil variants. That's always nice. That definitely gives some pack cracking value because people sure do love their variants. So, let's continue on with the second box. See what all we can find. And then I'll give you guys my overall opinion as we finish this up. And the sample pack. It's time for nature to reclaim its throne. I don't know. That's still such a cool fucking tagline. So, overall, what do I think about this, guys? My first impressions, beyond the MetaZoo thing, is the T-Rex. Excellent. So there's larger versions of each of the non-Pokemon, because these aren't Pokemon, right? Oh, wait, hang on. 2 T-Rexes. Hang on. So we've got T-Rex ungrown, T-Rex middling, and T-Rex grown. So my guess is that there's some mechanic in this game that lets you grow up your Critta in order to make it more powerful and dangerous. And there is another wolf. So I'm guessing that, yeah. My assumption is that this all ties together in a pseudo-Pokemon-like way where you play your monsters and they get bigger throughout the game. Some way. Maybe it's like the Pokemon TCG where every turn you can make it the next stage, or maybe there's a cost to pay. I'm going to see if I can't find the rules online and give those my... Ooh, I can't get these cards out of the pack. See if I can't give the game's rules a glance as well, is what I'm trying to say. There's the hummingbird. The moose! Hell yeah! And the bobcat. All right. There's a lot of variety here. These are regular animals and prehistoric animals so far. Some weird-looking ones, to be sure, but they're all... just like it says on the tin, these are all regular creatures from the world around us. So it's kind of like real life. I don't want to sound like a real life MetaZoo, but that's the best comparison I can draw at the moment. Hercules beetle, excellent. So we have the evolved form of that. The Parasaurolophus, older version. And the Parasaurolophus foil, older version. Very nice. So, first impressions. It does have that kind of MetaZoo art style, art direction to it, where it's got this, I don't want to say immature, but kind of throwback, more childish, whimsical look. And that's not a bad thing, just so we're clear. I do think this kind of art style, let's pull up the best example I can think of, those two, and where's the T-Rex? On the sperm whale, that thing's cute as shit. So like this definitely has an appeal to it. These cards look cute as hell. I'm curious to see what the gameplay is like, but I do think that there are definitely going to be people out there who are going to look at this, think it looks an awful lot like MetaZoo, and turn their noses up at it, which... Never judge a book by its cover, kiddos, just so we're clear. I definitely look forward to trying this game out, seeing how it plays. And at a glance, the art looks fine. The foiling is a bit faded. But we can chalk that up to, just like the how the text is small as hell, we can chalk that up to these are InDesign prototype cards. And for the most part, for prototypes, I mean, they clearly have a dedicated art team because these look pretty good. Some of them are pretty adorable. And I'm overall going to maintain and retain, I should say, retain my judgment until I have a chance to actually look at the rules. But I look forward to discussing more of this in the future and cracking more of it as well because you guys know me. I just love cracking stuff open. Talk to you guys later. Glad you guys stuck around for this one. See ya.